We often treat our own history as a set of fixed constraints. We tell ourselves, I'm not good with money, or I'm not a morning person, using yesterday's limitations as the primary evidence for what we can achieve today. Denzel Washington views these excuses as the primary obstacles to a life that matters. He doesn't see them as personality traits, but as a refusal to take ownership of the present moment. When we rely on our past failures to predict our future, we effectively put our lives on autopilot. We stop making active choices and begin reacting based on old conditioning, turning our biography into a self-imposed prison. In this state, we surrender today's identity to yesterday's mistakes. We aren't living in the present, we are simply allowing a previous version of ourselves to dictate our current direction. To break this cycle, we have to look at the mechanical timeline of a typical day. An external event happens, a stimulus, and we usually fire back an instant response, driven by habit and emotion. For most of us, this looks like a straight, unbroken line. Something happens and we react. There is no thought, just a reflex. This instant jump is where your past conditioning lives. Because the reaction happens so fast, it leaves no room for you to consciously decide how you want to show up. If the past controls us through these reflexes, we have to find a way to physically intercept this timeline. We have to find a way to sever the chain. The secret is realizing that the line between stimulus and response isn't actually solid. Between the event and your reaction, there is a tiny, often unnoticed space. When you learn to expand that gap, you change the entire dynamic of your day. This space is where human freedom actually exists, the moment you are no longer a passenger to your habits. Instead, you ask, what response will serve my goals? Your past can only control the outcome if you fail to recognize that this space is there to be used. Creating that pause in the heat of the moment is difficult, which is why the work has to start in the morning. Before the day's stresses arrive, your brain is in its most receptive state for new instructions. We widen that psychological space by using morning declarations. By speaking specific intentions out loud, we prime the brain to recognize to pause before we ever encounter a stimulus. It's installing a manual override before the autopilot has a chance to turn on. This starts with two foundational claims: that you are in complete control of your response to everything that happens, and that your past does not define your future. These statements shift your focus. Instead of passively waiting, your mind looks for solutions and stays aligned with your intent. Starting the day this way is a refusal to be a victim of circumstance. You are choosing to be the person who decides how the story goes, rather than someone just hoping for a good day. Your old programming will not go quietly. The moment you start making these declarations, your inner critic will tell you it's fake or that you're just pretending. That static is a natural part of the process. It's an instinctive fight to maintain the status quo of your old habits. You overcome this by speaking with authority anyway. You don't wait for the feeling of confidence to arrive. You lead with the words until the belief follows. Psychology shows that our emotions are often a byproduct of our actions. By speaking and acting like the person you intend to be, you eventually begin to feel like that person. Washington's career is built on this principle. Success isn't a feeling you wait for. It's actions you take until they become your second nature. Through constant repetition, you eventually overwrite the old failure software. What used to be a conscious effort to pause becomes your automatic way of moving through the world. Personal growth isn't something you do once. It's the ongoing process of closing the gap between who you are and who you're capable of becoming. Every outcome follows a specific chain. Thoughts create feelings. Feelings drive actions. Actions produce results, and results shape your life's direction. To change those results, you have to go back to the source, the literal conversation you have with yourself. The long-term trajectory of a life is determined by the cumulative quality of its mornings. Each morning provides the foundation for the choices that follow. That internal dialogue never stops. From the moment you wake up, you are either building yourself up or allowing old patterns to tear you down. Tomorrow morning, you have a choice. You can let the autopilot run and hope for the best, or you can step into that space and state your intentions with authority. This is how seemingly impossible goals are realized. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens through the deliberate programming of your own mind. Your past has no power over today. Every morning is a fresh opportunity to overwrite your history and decide exactly who you are going to be.